Okay, artificial intelligence updates every Friday. Today, Friday, October 10th. And the epigraph for today is there are no laws against outsourcing jobs to AI. That's why it happens so fast. And as you see, usually not many updates. So LM Arena leaderboard. So what we see on this leaderboard. First, GLM 4.6. It is here on the leaderboard, but not as high as was predicted. Now, there are two tables here. One is for chat and another is for coding. So for chat, we have Gemini, Claude, and a lot of OpenAI yellow, right? And a lot of China open source models, as you see on the bottom. Now, for coding, Claude absolutely dominates. You see, Claude Sonnet 4.5 and 4.1. That's what I'm using now. I'm using Claude Sonnet 4.5, and the pricing is the same as the previous Sonnet, so it's not very high. You see Qwen 3 is pretty high, but this is Qwen 3 Max, which is not open source. Then we have Claude again, Gemini Red 2.5 Pro. There are a lot of rumors about Gemini 3.0, maybe next week. And then you see again a lot of China open source models. Open source is green. Okay. Next, we had an event from Google Gemini, and they basically made a new label called Gemini Enterprise, which includes everything, all their models, all their tooling. It's available globally for enterprise, and it gives necessary security, privacy, and so on. Their numbers, their growth is very, very impressive. So, well, generally that's what Google does. They used to have, for example, Google AdWords, the small advertisement on the side of Google search, but then they concentrated only on big businesses. And it looks like this is their strategy to work with businesses, right? So they have models, they have no-code tools, they have pre-built agents and tools to create new agents. They integrate with Google Workspace, which is Docs and Gmail and so on, with Microsoft, SharePoint, SAP, Oracle, Slack, everything. And you see governance and security and a lot of partners working with them. So yes, they're focusing on businesses as they created Workspace before. So now they're creating this Gemini Enterprise for AI, for businesses. Uh, OpenAI, similar. They had a DevDay, which is their annual conference where they introduced a lot of their tooling. And again, it's kind of you go to the chat and you have everything and you can do everything, right? And you can call external things like Spotify, Zillow, Canva, whatever. So you can edit or create documents, you can record audio or video or generate something all in one place. For example, Sora 2 now is available via API, which is video generation. You can edit code, you can create this AgentKit is a very, very interesting thing. Basically what it is, it kind of a workflow builder. There are many tools who do the same thing, like for example N8N, right? Very, very popular. So what you do, you generate some sort of diagram, a pipeline, where each element is doing something, and it may be AI agent. So you can create a system of multiple agents working together, like Crew AI, Langflow, LangGraph, Zapier, Microsoft Power Automate. Well, Microsoft always, well, for many years now, had tools to make pipelines, but now you can use agents as building like pieces as nodes in those pipelines. Anyway, so OpenAI AgentKit is a tool in the same category. Okay, this is a shameless plug to my YouTube channel. So we do this weekly videos every Friday. Stats now more than 5,000 subscribers and more than 200 videos. You can subscribe to this channel. We have slides, and under each video there is a link to download the slides. And if you're watching this, please pause the video and look under the video for the comments and answer the pinned question under the video or in the comments. I really appreciate your feedback. Okay, OpenAI in-chat shopping. So this is a new feature. So with OpenAI, I showed you some of the tooling they have, but one of the new one is shopping. So you can buy products. I use this from Perplexity, but now you see OpenAI is offering the same. Perplexity Comet browser now available globally. I use Perplexity all the time. I'm a little bit upset recently because hallucinations seems to increase, so you cannot trust it. I don't know what happened. Anyway, OpenAI has reached 500 billion valuation, following a 6.6 billion secondary share by employees. It is now the world's most valuable startup, surpassing SpaceX, Elon Musk's SpaceX, in value. Yeah, amazing. Gemini 2.5 now have a computer use model, and it is available via the AI Studio, Vertex AI, APIs, CLI, or SDK, so multiple ways to use it. And it can well, work on your desktop, click the buttons, you see generate interface actions, automate tasks that typically require human input, such as filling forms, manipulate drop-downs, testing UI flows, and so on. Okay, DeepSeek version 3.2x with sparse attention. So cut costs for long, complex tasks by up to 50%, makes it cheaper. DSA, DeepSeek, sparse attention. So the idea is that instead of calculating full attention matrix, where it is every token against every token, so like a square matrix, instead of that, you go through two stages, two steps, scanning the text and figuring out which pieces are the most important, and you only calculate attention for important pieces. And this way, you decrease the amount of calculations, make it cheaper and faster, and you see, thus the system is processing only what matters instead of everything, changing complexity from O squared to O of LK, so it's kind of linear. Which is great, of course, because it allows to handle longer context. And this is open source on Hugging Face. IBM Granite 4.0 open hybrid models. So the sizes of the models are from 3 billion to 32 billion parameters, and they hybrid because they use not just transformer but also Mamba. And they're using 9:1 ratio of Mamba to transformer architecture. So if before you had like 50-50, now it's mostly Mamba and just a little bit transformer. This allowed to cut memory usage by 70%, and this is the first models with ISO certification for AI management. This means IBM's process safeguards around Granite models align with internationally recognized requirements for safe and responsible AI. Okay, next, Gemini Canvas allows users to create fully functional web applications in minutes without writing any code. It lives within Gemini ecosystem alongside with the videos, deep research, image generation tools, takes videos and hundreds of documents as context when building applications, allows conversational iteration, debugging, support voice commands, and so on. When I was talking about Gemini before, I didn't read all the lines here, but they have, for example, Google Vids, transform presentations into engaging videos, which are really very engaging, so you can do like advertisements. Veo 3, text to video generation, real-time speech translation with natural tone and so on. Nano Banana, image generation and so on. Data science agent to do data science, conversational agents for customer service, campaign agents for marketing, inventory management agents, and so on, so on. It's a really very rich platform. Okay, returning here. Tencent Hanyan Image 3.0. So this is model from China. it is open source. It is the biggest open source image generation model, and it is the best. It's on the leaderboard. It is ahead of Google's Nano Banana. So this is the best image generation model, and it is open source. Alibaba Qwen Chat adds code interpreter and web search. So this is the website Qwen 3 Max, which is not open source, but now they have code interpreter and web search as part of this chat. Next, Firebase Studio allows you to create apps in minutes. So Firebase is coming from Google. It's a set of tooling to create web applications, and some of these toolings are free, some of them are for money, but this is like a really good and complete set of tools. And now they adding AI functionality to create apps really fast. So let's developers build, prototype, test, and deploy full-stack AI-powered applications directly from the browser. It combines traditional coding with AI-powered features, integrating Gemini and Firebase, project ideas, AgentKit, and so on. Unified workspace, all-in-one IDE based on code, test, deploy, agentic AI assistant. Okay, so yeah, this is great, but I guess there are so many tools like no code or low code tools to build applications, and now Google comes with their own, which has all other features which they had for years now integrated into this. Like, do you want authentication, authorization, database, whatever? Everything comes with it. Yeah, this is very impressive. Next, Langflow drag and drop. So this is one more app builder which allows you to visually build your application, open source, low code, visually building, deploying applications, agentic workflows, supports seamless integration with various large language models, build using LangChain and providing user-friendly graphical interface. So here the link, you see the GitHub and so on. Next, Cerebras. So the Cerebras, you know, these are huge chips, 8.5 by 8.5 inches. Current version 3 uses 4 trillion transistors. And this is the system which has 2 blocks, and each one contains 1 chip. So this piece of furniture contains 2 chips. And next, IBM and Anthropic Partnership. Integrate Anthropic Cloud AI models into IBM Enterprise software portfolio. AI first IDE for software development lifecycle, which is now in preview. The IDE is designed to deliver productivity gains, enhanced code security, strong governance, and so on. And IBM, on the other side, will contribute to open standards and MCP. So this is great. Next, OpenAI Chat 4B model for protein engineering. So this model was actually published in January, but it's still like a state-of-the-art model. Achieved 50 times increase in reprogramming efficiency and improved DNA damage repair. So the idea is biological research and somehow increase humans' lifespan, so make people live longer by repairing damages. So the company OpenAI collaborating with Retro Bioscientists, I think it's sponsored by OpenAI or by Sam Altman, I'm not sure. So this is a startup, retro.bio. Another very impressive thing, you see this small video GPU card, really small, coming from Intel, and it's called Intel ARC Pro B50. There is also B60. So B50 is 16 gigabyte of memory, and it's only $300. This is really impressive. It's very low price, and 16 gigabyte. It's it's quite respectful. So you can run many LLM models in this GPU. And at B60, there are 2 versions for 24 gigabytes and for 48 gigabytes. And they cost more, but they're still very affordable. in comparison with Nvidia, which is like 10,000, 20,000, and so on. Google CodeMender. So it's a multi-agent system, detects, patches, and validates code vulnerabilities, leveraging Gemini DeepSeek model. Uses static dynamic analysis, fuzzing, CMT solvers. This is a logical solvers which check if it does the right thing, to trace root causes and so on. So to make your code more reliable. Next, Samsung tiny recursion models. 7 million parameters, not 7 billion, not 7 trillion, 7 million. So it's a really tiny, very, very small model. But what it does recursive approach. And look at the result. On the ARC AGI1, like it's 45%. It's extremely high. On AGI2, it's 8%, which is also beating most of LLMs. And just look at how tiny this thing is. So let's, I don't know, 10,000 times smaller than, or maybe 100. Yeah, this is just shows the power of recursive approach. Next, XAI and Nvidia, 20 billion deal. So Elon Musk XAI and Nvidia. And yeah, so they'll be buying chips for their Colossus data center. I'm talking about XAI. Next, oh, this is a very good video. It's about 1 hour conversation. It's coming from Peter Diamandis Moonshots about everything up is here. Discussion, very, very insightful. So first about the progress as AI gets better. Multiple experts agree that we're at a tipping point occurring within the next 6 months across robotics, autonomous vehicles, AI capabilities. For example, in coding, OpenAI Agent Builder Codex was built end-to-end in under 6 weeks, with Codex writing 80% of the code. Just think about it, not 30%, not 15%, 80% of the code. Human typing speed is becoming the limiting factor for software development. Humans cannot compete with AI. So there's, it's like with playing chess. Humans cannot compete in playing chess. And same is now happening with coding. And so entire mechanical engineering and design being outsourced to AI with 10 times cost deflation. AI achieving near superhuman performance on computer control tasks. 65% of all service labor can be automated. OpenAI is targeting fully autonomous workers as their product to justify massive compute build-outs. And it's about 800 billion in infrastructure, right? And they believe by creating fully autonomous workers, they will get their money back. It is not a bubble. It is switching to a new economy. I really like Matt Mostak when he talks about it. So he's saying that, well, economy before was based on value produced by humans, but now humans become like the dumbest person in the room. Like humans cannot compete with AI. AI can do work better, faster, cheaper. And also it's and this investment in the infrastructure, it's switching to a new economy. It's not bubble. It will not go anywhere. All these GPUs are used and will be used, and there is more and more demand for those GPUs. Acceleration. Startups need to pivot really fast. Constant reinvention. Startups can use latest AI at low cost. Token cost goes down. Thus, $20 a month chat subscription is actually not justified. It's kind of overpriced. The job market isn't being destroyed, it's being radically transformed from human execution to human curation and direction of AI systems. So we need to learn how to manage AI. The winners will be those who adapt quickly, leverage AI as a force multiplier, and focus on the human elements AI cannot replicate, such as creativity, strategy, and relationships. This is very insightful conversation, highly recommend. Next, Google Opal. It's a no-code system, no-code platform to build mini apps. What's interesting about this platform that you can build mini apps like instant in just few seconds. It's really fast. It has templates, so when building an app, you can take one of the templates or describe what kind of app you want to do, and boom, in just few seconds it creates the app, almost instant. Microsoft Nvidia GB300 systems. So Microsoft created data center clusters for OpenAI inference. They're using more than 4,000 Nvidia Blackwell Ultra GPUs and some InfiniBand band networking. Okay, next, Reflection AI. I never seen any products from them, although they're supposed to work on building open weight AI models, but I haven't seen these models yet. But they raised 2 billion at 8 billion valuation, and it is startup backed by Nvidia, founded last year, Reflection. Next, Figure. This is a robotic company, Figure.ai, and they now released the third generation humanoid robot, which supposed to start selling at less than 6,000 for early adopters, but later the price will probably increase, but they promise it will never be more than 20,000. So it can be used in commercial and it can be used at home. So if you want to buy a robot, I don't know, maybe they have a waiting list. Okay, Nobel Prize. This week was a Nobel Prize week, and there are Nobel Prizes in physiology and medicine, physics, chemistry, literature, and peace. And on Monday, there will be economics. No AI this year. Remember last year we had a lot of prizes awarded for the AI work. And I recommend this video about Alfred Nobel by Veritasium. It's about 40 minutes video describing his life and how he came up with the idea of establishing Nobel Prize Foundation. Okay, every AI founder should be asking these questions. This is a very good talk. And the questions are, should you plan 2 years ahead or just 6 months because you are anticipating AGI, which will change everything, right? Will software become fully commoditized when anyone can prompt AI to build apps? Should UI be generated on demand for each user? And this may become a reality. Is it better to retrofit existing products with AI or build AI native from scratch? And so on. So you see the questions and the key insights. Both startups and enterprise will use AI, and they're already using AI more and more. As teams shrink and automation increases, establishing trust mechanisms become critical. So how you can trust AI to do the right thing. Some areas will stay longer, like physical world challenges, knowledge and experience. For example, semiconductor manufacturing, there's a lot of knowledge built into these systems. Okay, jobs report. Well, Microsoft published a report in July this year. It's called Working with AI, Measuring Occupational Implications of Generative AI. Here is a link for this report. You can download the slides under the video and click on the link. So here I just put, and it's a big report, but this is interesting. 10 jobs with the highest risk of AI replacement. Interpreters and translators, already 98% outsourced, right? Historians, passenger attendants, sales representatives or services, like lawn care, cleaning, writers and authors, customer service representatives, CNC tool programmers. CNC means computer numerical control. Telephone operators, ticket agents, travel clerks, broadcast announcers and radio DJs, brokerage clerks, farm and home management educators, telemarketers, concierges, political scientists. Okay, next is about jobs. So these are the stats of layoffs. October just started, not many layoffs. Last month in September, Accenture laid off like 11,000 people, but Accenture is huge, so it's about well, 791,000 went down to 779. So with this big size, like it's percentage-wise, it's not a big layoff. Okay, this is me as usual, and thank you.